Hello, and thank you for joining me for this segment of Ask a Rabbi. If you have something you'd like to ask me or like me to consider for a future segment, please send me an email and let me know. Thanks. So on to today's topic. When Jews wish to congratulate other people, they usually exclaim Mazel Tov. But what does it mean? And why do we say it? Literally, Mazel Tov in Yiddish and Mazel Tov in Hebrew signifies good fortune. Tov means good, and Mazel refers to the heavenly constellations or stars in the zodiac, which presumably have influence on human beings and are thought to determine our destiny. So when we wish others Mazel Tov, we are hoping that the stars will be favorable to them. We are really saying, may your stars be aligned. So it seems that our popular phrase used to congratulate actually reflects a belief in astrology? A fate predicted by the stars? It seems so. And while this may sound strange to our modern ear, this notion was quite common in the ancient Near East, where the majority of cultures believed that one's faith was laid out at birth and set in motion by the movement of the stars and planets. From ancient Mesopotamia to Egypt and Greece and eventually to Rome, even the most sophisticated intellectuals believed that one's destiny was based on the configuration of the planets at the time of one's birth. For example, if you were born on Sunday, the sun ruled your universe. On Monday, it was the moon. On Tuesday, your destiny was tied to the planet Mars and the god of warfare and rebellion. Everything about life could be predicted depending on which hour you were born. Your temperament, your intellect, and yes, even your mazel, your luck. Jews have not been immune to these beliefs. The signs of the zodiac are called mazalot in Hebrew, and at times Jewish tradition has supported the idea of the constellations on high directing the destiny of individuals and nations. I say at times because traditionally Jewish texts have shown a great ambivalence toward the practice of astrology. In the Bible, it is portrayed as a practice of foreign origin, not to be adopted or adapted by the Israelites. The prophets Isaiah and Jeremiah scoff at stargazers, and laws put forth in Leviticus and Deuteronomy prohibit the practices of divination and soothsaying. The mere fact that the biblical author addresses this so carefully means that the practice must have been widespread in ancient Israel and beyond, even appearing in the Holy Temple in Jerusalem. As late as the second book of Kings, from around the 7th century before the Common Era, we read that King Josiah of Judah suppressed the priests who made offerings to the sun, the moon, and the mazalot, the constellations. You may be wondering, what is going on here? The main issue, I think, is one of divine authority. Who or what is in control? Is our future determined by the stars or by God? There are numerous texts that aim to set this hierarchy in place. In the book of Job, it states that God is the one who set the stars in their courses. And the majority of the rabbis in the Talmud agree, arguing that it was God who established the constellations and not the other way around. This means that although each human being is perhaps subject to a heavenly or celestial being, the Talmudic rabbis urge us not to believe that we are subject to mazel, to the influence of the planets and the stars. In other words, don't rely on the stars' alignment. Wow, if Mazel Tov is turning out to be a more fraught phrase than you ever could have imagined, don't worry. During medieval times, this view of the influence of the heavens came to be regarded as a mere superstition, especially for the Jews. Furthermore, philosophers began to reconsider the idea that a divisive character or a determined destiny could be attributed to the dictates of the stars' configurations. In other words, it began to become clear that our luck may not depend on when we are born. So, Mazel Tov used to mean the stars are aligned in your favor, or even how lucky you are, assuming that your good fortune, your destiny was influenced by the planets and stars, and perhaps by God. I think it is safe to say that is not what we mean when we use it, even if we are one that tends to check our daily horoscopes. Here's a fun fact. Mazel Tov entered the English language in 1862. That means that it became a commonly used phrase, widespread enough that there were many who agreed upon its meaning, enough that it was noticed and put into our lexicon. How cool is that? Today, the words Mazel Tov are used to congratulate and celebrate. We say Mazel Tov when we hear of a success or an accomplishment, or when we want to express joy or gratitude at an occasion such as a bar mitzvah or a wedding. It is appropriate for everyone to say it, Jewish or not. And I encourage us to use it often, to look for the opportunities to congratulate and celebrate those around us. So why do we say Mazel Tov? Why not?